So there's so many misconceptions around meditation. Most people think it's almost impossible to shut your brain off. Well, that is true. It is impossible to shut your brain off. Your mind never stops. Your mind is always moving. Even when you're asleep, your mind is moving. I love busting this myth. Meditation is not about stopping your mind. Meditation is about learning to direct your mind. And that direction comes from you sitting with your mind and making a relationship with it. So even if you were to sit quietly and you think your thoughts are bombarding you and you are being overwhelmed by them, if you do sit long enough, you will find that you begin to talk to your thoughts. You find that you begin to attach to a few, and you actually find a choice within there where you can say, I don't want to attach to these thoughts. So that's the biggest misconception, that meditation is about stopping the mind. It is about directing your mind, guiding your mind. The second myth about meditation is that you need to be sitting on the floor cross-legged, which is very difficult for most people to do. Meditation can be done anywhere at any time. When you can be fully present with yourself, you're meditating. People who surf would agree with me on that. Surfing is when you leave everything else and you become so fully present in the moment of that action of surfing, where there's a relationship between you and your breath and the ocean, and there's a grace in how it all moves and works together. In that moment, you are meditating. And that applies to anything. When you are dealing with your children and you have a moment of being absolutely present, when you are working and you have a moment of being present with a creative moment in your workspace, that's meditating. You can sit on a chair and meditate. There's so many techniques for meditation. Meditation is not just about being quiet. Meditation is about bringing in different techniques. The biggest tool at your disposal is your breath. It is there with you at all times. And your breath is one thing that has been God-given to you that can pull in the reins of the mind. It's like if mind was a horse and you're using the horse to get to a certain point, and this horse is kind of largely automatic. You get it to go and just keeps going. Now, if you don't have an ability to put the reins on it and change its direction, then it's pretty useless. It could actually dump you into a dumpster. The same horse that you wanted to use as a vehicle to get you from point A to point B. But if you have no guide on it, if you have no control over it, no harness over it, it can take you anywhere it wants to. So in essence, the vehicle then turns into your master instead of it serving you. And that is the premise of meditation. Meditation is about getting the mind to serve you instead of you working on the burden of serving it because you can't seem to control it.